I'm Greg Davis. Welcome to Taskmaster.
Thank you for clicking on the video. Today is all about Taskmaster VR, a very popular TV show in my house, which seemingly has unlimited episodes where the contestants have to do a number of very random tasks with unusual requests using even more random tools. Today I played 3 out of the 5 TV episodes, and yes, I say TV episodes because you are a contestant playing episodes to make up one of the TV series. And in all honesty, I'm not a massive fan of the show personally, but I have obviously watched a lot of it. And one of the best bits for me is the banter between the hosts, which is normally very funny, but in no way am I to be considered a fan going forward. With that being said, I'm going to start with the positives. The game world itself looks pretty awesome. Fans of the show will immediately feel a sense of wowness when they enter the house and see everything from the garden and the shed and the caravan, and you can freely walk around the entire area and interact with tons of objects, and it's definitely a faithful recreation. For this alone, I think many fans will get very excited when they first put on the headset. The hosts are pretty decent too, but they play it very safe with the back and forth, and I feel personally I find the show itself tends to hint towards more rudeness, and this has simply no swearing or bleeps to cover swearing, so this is definitely aimed at all ages. When doing, say, a 20-minute task, the voice cues can get super repetitive, and I don't think there's any way to turn them off. Alyx told me he had sunstroke so many times on one level it really ruined the game, but there's more issues than that to come. Now, the biggest part of the game is clearly the tasks. Some of them are real head scratchers and pretty interesting at first, but unfortunately this is dulled down by the real issues, which are interactions. It works most of the time, but in all honesty I felt more frustration than enjoyment, and as I played the first 2 hours I realised I hadn't actually laughed or probably even smiled once during my playtime, and I think there's a number of reasons for this. Firstly, the frame rate is pretty low. Smooth turning is stuttery, and collision issues combined with poor grabbing just made it all a bit mediocre, which is a real shame. There is 2 versions of grabbing, by the way. There is physical interaction, or there is like Half-Life or Blade and Sorcery version of grabbing stuff where you can simply highlight an object, hold the grip button and pull it towards you. Using both of these didn't really make a difference, by the way, to improve the overall feeling of the game. And while playing I kept thinking of Job Simulator. Now, Alchemy Labs absolutely nailed object interaction and not only made it good but actually made it fun, and I didn't have that at all with Taskmaster. It does actually look nice though when you're not moving, but ultimately the entire experience just came off as janky and a bit dull, which is something I'm really sorry to report. It might just be me, but I rarely had fun. There was a couple of challenges I did enjoy, dropping fruit into a remote controlled shopping trolley and driving it off a ramp to get fruit near Greg, and using sticky notes to replicate images of cakes, which was semi-fun, but after all is said and done, this game really isn't for me, though I actually like puzzle games. The parts where Greg and Alyx critique your work was very underwhelming too. They sit in the same place as the TV show, which in all honesty again looks fantastic. You kind of look around thinking, wow, like I feel like I'm on the TV show. But one of the favourite bits is when they actually show your work on the screen and critique it. They take the piss out of it, or they say how good it is, but this didn't happen either. They just sit by a massive screen which never shows you anything, and I found it a bit strange. They just chat about what you did, have some back and forth banter which isn't that interesting, and give it a score. Maybe I expected more, but to summarise, I think true hardcore fans might find something to enjoy, and the game does do a fantastic job of putting the player into the world. I found the janky interaction, the very family safe dialogue, repetitive voice lines and the choppy presentation leads me at the moment to unfortunately not recommend it overall. I'm really sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments if you picked this up, and if this video helped you decide on whether to make a purchase, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.